you see people from the east, they are wise men. That's the truth. Wise men from the east. Check the story of Abraham from the east. Wise men are always from the east. No, this is not about tribal this thing. Wise men are always from the east. Every country I go, I see Igbos there. Wise men from the east. Give them the economy, they will show you wise men from the east.
So please, me, I am on the opinion 2027, let's give Igbo chance, because I strongly believe, in fact I am enthusiastically strong believe that the Igbos can be able to handle this country's affairs because they have economic infrastructure to face this country.
Whenever you see people from the east, they are wise men. That's the truth. Wise men from the east. Check the story of Abraham from the east. Wise men are always from the east. No, this is not about tribal this thing. Wise men are always from the east. Every country I go, I see Igbos there. Wise men from the east. Give them the economy, they will show you wise men from the east. Ask Ngozi, what's her name? That's it. A woman with an impeccable character and wisdom on economy. Wise men from the east. Like what the Abia governor is already doing. Wise men from the east. If we must solve Nigeria equation, the Igbo must not be removed. They are part of Nigeria. Include them in the planning and in the brain plan of Nigeria. Wise men from the east.
The major problem of Nigeria is northern part of the country. Northern Nigeria are the major problem of Nigeria. If you want to see conflict, northern Nigeria. Refugees, northern Nigeria. Thieves. In fact, if you want to see thieves stealing on an industrial scale, come to northern Nigeria. Thieves fully engaged in primitive accumulation, come to northern Nigeria. In fact, I am from northern Nigeria. I am proud to be an indigene of Borno State. I am from Borno State. I am proud to be an indigene of Borno State, from the northern part of the country. But I want to tell you that the major problem of this country is northern part of the country. These are people, if you want to see hatred, if you want to see conflict, if you want to see nepotism, cronyism, any other thing you can label. In fact, northern, if you carve out southern part of the country from Nigeria and give it 10 years, they are going to be recognized among community of nations because of the development they will have. 70% of the people who govern this country are from the northern part of the country. But if you want to see hunger, starvation, and any other thing, it's from the north. Why? We are the major problem. But our people doesn't want us to be speaking the truth. And that is why we continue to somersault in this kind of issue. So please, me, I am on the opinion 2027, let's give Igbo chance. Because I strongly believe, in fact, I am enthusiastically strong believe that the Igbos can be able to handle this country's affairs because they have economic infrastructure to face this country. Look at what is happening today. Look at what is happening today. In fact, on a daily basis, on our television screen, what you see, they are sad news. They are sad news. There is no single thing, no opportunity that has not been given to the northern part of the countries, but they have not been utilizing it appropriately. So please, let's give Igbo chance. That is my opinion. Let's give Igbo chance. I strongly believe Igbo can be able to handle this country economy. Let's give Igbo chance. That is my opinion. Me, I'm speaking my opinion. And because I am saying we should give Igbo chance, let's keep our differences aside. Let's keep the issue of ethnicity aside. Let's keep the issue of religion aside. Let's keep any selfish ambition aside and equally try the Igbos. They have not been used in this country completely. We have not been using Igbos. We have not been giving them ministers. We have not been giving them any position in this country. So please, it is my opinion that I'm saying. And because I am saying that we should give Igbo chance does not mean that we don't have people from the northern part of the country that can govern us well. But I am saying we should give the Igbo. Let them equally try their own luck. Let them try their best. Me, I strongly believe they will make it. and they can make this country to be a better place. That is my opinion. So thank you.
And look at the problem we're facing. It's not the Hausa alone. The bigger problem we have in this world, the Yoruba, is the Igbo problem. It's the Igbo problem. The maritime and then the judicial killing among the Yoruba race, Yoruba land is by the Igbos. Then when you look at the fake drug, it's by the Igbos. When you look at all the adulterated drugs, so it's by the Igbos. And when you look at all the fake things they brought from China, it's all the Igbos. And when you look at all the shops in Arampaja and everywhere, it's by the Igbos. And when you look at the Okotoko and all these things, even the name they are bearing in their village is different from the name they are bearing in Akure. And Igbo who did not go to school, who did not know his left from right, is selling drug in Abulegba. He's having a chemist in Abulegba. He's having a chemist in Surulere. He's having a chemist in what in Ayobo. He's having a blood bank where they start blood and sell into the hospital in Mushin and in Yarampaja. Is Igbo people. All to bring down the Yoruba people. So the problem we have now is too enormous.
The thing have choked them so much that they can no longer talk. Northern leaders, it is a very big shame on all of you who are calling IPOB a terrorist organization. Meanwhile, your children are the real terrorists. Yes, they are the one. At least Ishegumi told us that those bandits are their boys. They are their boys. Anybody that attack them will not get their vote and all that. Then this other one, Baraje Kawu, was the one who went all over the place. Say yes, we invited terrorists. We invited this Fulani jihadi to come. That jihad has started in Nigeria. So when you saw and heard all these things, the same northern leaders have no shame to be calling others terrorists. Meanwhile, they are the real terrorists themselves.
I don't mean to be rude. I don't want to be rude to anybody, and I don't want to disrespect anybody, and I don't want to insult anybody. What I'm saying is that is the real truth. The real truth, the real problem of Nigeria, the real problem of Nigeria are northerners. Northerners, Fulani, Hausa are the problem of Nigeria. They don't want our Nigerian progress. If they are not the one in power, then nobody can do it. It's only them that can do it. If you say you deprive Igbo people from having what is supposed to be theirs, allow them to go for their Biafra. If you say Yoruba people are not competent, they cannot rule Nigeria, allow them to go. Then we, the Northerners, should just stay and rule ourselves. If we kill ourselves, that's our business. You cannot say no, because Igbos, you think Igbos are thieves.
Me annoyed with Nigeria government is this. We don't have good leaders. We just they talk like we Muslim, Hausa, they carry God for mind, but we know they use the God. What would they carry for our mind? If they call the God, not the all of us the reason. Now Aboki spoil this country. Why? They say anywhere where you go, before you go see any other language they beg, you must see Aboki they beg in this country. Why it be so? When we say now we get food, now we they invest food, now we they invest cow. But when now we they suffer past many people, why you used to be like that?
Okay, how do you feel now? Aboki don't dey for power for a very long time. Una don't rule this country well. You know, una know why you go tell me say una see the hungry. Oga, and this Fulani they disturb una well. Una just keep quiet.
Fulani they disturb now with Hausa they drum mouth. If the leaders of the state they no agree, Fulani will no enter your state. Who bomb Fulani? Who give Fulani leg? If your leaders of your state, governor or anyone no have hands, they will not enter. You don't ever hear say them come Lagos, Fulani can do something. Whether them go east, whether them go south of east, you don't hear them. Now only Arewa. But part of the Arewa na some states, not the all states. Like my state, Kebbi State, we don't have that problem with Fulani. But like Katsina, Zamfara, Sokoto, all those people, now they don't get that wahala. We don't have any wahala with anybody.
Why Nigeria be like this now? Where they complain saying?
Why Nigeria be like this? We say we don't have good leaders. Even the man is ruling now. Now Hausa they rule now. Now wetin dem tell am to do?
Who be the person where they rule now?
Na Tinubu now, but now person dey ahead of the Tinubu. That is the Northern people. Now then they rule this country. Like this IBB, like them Buhari, forget the person they call God. God know in people. Forget if you are not belong to them, they not put you for that seat. If you know this society, you can't belong to that seat.
Okay, now you.
Glory be to God Almighty and to the shame of the devil. This particular video is a lot, and please, if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, kindly subscribe, comment, like, share, and also don't forget to turn on the post notification to get notified, so that whenever we upload a new video, you'll be the first to be notified easily. First of all, there are lots of things that I want to say in this video, but I'm going to keep it short and simple at the same time. But please, if you have an opinion after hearing what this men of God and individuals have to say, please don't hesitate to drop your opinion at the comment section below. We are here to learn from each other, and we are here to actually expand our knowledge in some certain type of thing. First of all, you heard what Prophet Joshua Igila has to say. He says that wise men from the east, give them the economic of this country and they will turn it around. That one, you don't need a soothsayer to come and tell you that Igbos are good with money. Igbos are good with turning things around. I always say this particular statement that Igbos are one set of people that honestly I just don't know how God created them, because they can come to the poorest of communities and make money out of it. They give you what you want, you give them money in return. I always say that I'm from Benue State, Agato local government to be precise, and a lot of Igbos are in my communities making money back in where I could remember as of 2008, when I knew that, oh, I know my right from my left, I know my left leg, my right leg, you know. I could see Igbos owning shops around my villages. You want to talk about chemist, you want to talk about provision store, you want to talk about building materials, a whole lot of things. If we want to start mentioning, we will not stop. But one thing I want you to know is that there was no running water in my village, there was no electricity, and there was nothing like good road. Even till date, road has not still reached my village. That is how bad it is. We are in 2025, but development has not gone to my village. There is no electricity in my village. It stopped in my local government, which is Obagaji. And it is so crazy in a sense that this set of individuals could actually come to this particular location to actually live. Some of them have even been there before I was born. Some of them were there when my father and mother were children, because they used to tell story, oh, we used to go and buy things from this particular Igbo man back then when we were kids, and this person is still in Agato. Like, I'm shocked to actually hear that this particular Igbo man, if not the crisis, the Fulani herdsmen that has been disturbing our communities, that people are no longer living there, the Igbos could have been still there, because they married our people and our people married their children at the end of the day. So what I'm trying to say, in a sense, why I'm giving this long talk, this Dogon Trenchi, the Hausas will say, is that I just want you to know something, that Igbos will always be Igbos. Whether you like them or you hate them or you love them, they will always thrive in the faces of situations. That is why you see men like Obi Kubana, Chief Priest. You want me to start mentioning Innocent, like Innocent Motors, like, see, a whole lot of things. If I want to start mentioning, we are not going to live here. So I just feel like Igbo should be put on trial for presidency. Let them give them a chance to rule and see whether they are capable or they are impotent, you get. But I feel like these people are not impotent. They can actually deliver 100% A1 at the end of the day. But it seems like they have this narrative or this conception that, oh, Igbos, once they get into power, they are going to pave way and Biafra will actually come into existence because it's an Igbo man that is on seat, quote unquote. That is what a lot of people are saying. And why they are badmouthing the Igbos is out of fear. That is one thing I want the Igbos in the house to know. Anybody badmouthing you, anybody saying that, oh, Igbos cannot do this, or Igbos are this, Igbos are that, is out of fear. You understand? That is one thing I want you guys to understand. See, there is nothing that you cannot say about Igbo, but have it at the back of your mind that those people are blessed. They are people after God's heart. They are the tribe after God's heart in Nigeria. Take it or leave it. It's not because of anything, but that is how it is, and that is how it's going to be, whether you like it or not. You understand? They thrive in the faces of situation, in the faces of trouble, and they still excel beyond measure. You understand? And Igbos are one set of individuals that honestly it baffles me the way they can actually coexist with other ethnic groups in Nigeria, outside Nigeria, in the world at large. And I'm like, how do these people actually do it? Is it that God has actually deposited that thing in them to be able to move from one locality to another, move from one nation to another, and be able to coexist with the atmosphere in that particular location and just be one with them? Like, it's like they married themselves, you get. So that is how they are. Because if you really want to look at the situations in Nigeria, like the young man, the gentleman actually see that the problem of Nigeria is not the Igbos. Like this 2027 election that is coming, let them vote for the Igbo, let the Igbo sit. But one thing I want to also put there out there is that by voting does not mean that your candidate will become president or will be declared as president. 2023 actually taught us a big lesson, and I felt like a lot of people picked correction and a lot of people learned from that. I'm looking forward to this 2027 because it's just around the corner. A year and some months, couple of months from now, you understand, before you know, we'll behold our beloved 2027, and then buzz will start happening everywhere. But one thing I'm looking forward, and one thing I'm trusting God, and one thing I'm believing God for, it's that let things change for the better. Let God come to our aid. Let a lot of things that they believe that, oh, it is not possible because it is this person, let them be put to shame at the end of the day. Because the crisis happening in Nigeria, I feel like it is actually instigated by the northern part of Nigeria, just like how you have heard set of individuals coming out to actually say that allegedly, see, these are politicians from the north, they are the one causing this chaos. Since they are not the one in power, they are not the one in position, they would like to sabotage things allegedly. That is what they are saying, and I kind of agree with that narrative. I kind of agree with that statement that is actually true, because what these people are actually doing, it is nothing but to sabotage things for other sitting governors and presidents, so that they'll feel like, oh, his tenure is actually bad. If everybody remember during 2014/2015, during President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan last tenure on seat, and during his campaign and everything, a lot of people called him all manner of names. They felt like he was not capable. A lot of people called him a weakling. Some people called him impotent. Like a whole lot of names were showered on this particular individual, just because they do not buy the idea that he is actually selling, and because a set of group of people have actually planned a coup to sabotage his presidency, and then everybody just move with the flow. And a lot of people were rooting, Buhari is going to come, he's going to use the hand of military regime to reset Nigeria. And I'm like, una don't know where they carry una go. The river current goes so strong, and una no go fit swim. You where they do say, I fit swim, I fit do this one, when Buhari enter, una don't worry, una go see like. And to the glory of God and to the shame of the devil, the scare was out of everybody's eye by the time President Buhari was done with Nigeria and individuals living in Nigeria. Everybody was like, I beg, we want brother Lord Jonathan to come back, this one, that one, that one. Then that man from the west said that I built Lagos State and I'm going to build Nigeria from scratch, irrespective of how spoiled it is. I'm going to do that, and it is my turn to rule Nigeria, because that is what I've been promised 25 years ago, and I'm going to sit in the seat of the presidency, whether you like it or not. I'm going to see, they say it take it by force. You understand? That was the narrative going around, because during the election you heard the numbers in some states, and then boom, just like that, we were at sleep on the Sunday stroke Monday morning, and then Baba was declared as the runner-up for 2023 presidential election, and here we are today. Everybody is just grinding teeth. I don't have any problem with the way things are expensive in Nigeria, because it gives you that room, that thought for you to be able to times your hustle, work hard, double your hustle at the end of the day. My problem with Nigeria right now, with the situation of things on ground, is this insecurity reasons in Nigeria. You cannot move from one location to another without being kidnapped or without being attacked by Fulani herdsmen or bandits or Boko Harams at the end of the day, which is just so crazy that these things are happening and the government are not able to put things on ground, you understand? But if it's to go and bring out a particular individual that have come out to say that the government are this, the government are that, they can actually trace this particular individual to the pit of hole or that person is living, to bring or to fish that person out. But they cannot actually fish out our Boko Harams, our bandits and Fulani herdsmen that kidnap people, unalive people in their farmlands, in their communities. They cannot do that, you understand? It breaks my heart that things are actually happening this way in Nigeria, and it's just a pity. But what can I say honestly? Like I said always, Nigeria has gone out of measure, you understand? So we need someone that can actually bring Nigeria together and actually try to make it work at the end of the day. If someone that is a good leader that is trying to do everything, just look at Burkina Faso for example. I always use that as a point of study or a case study for other African countries. That this particular individual seized power less than 2 years, he has cleared up their debts, and this particular country is thriving. A lot of Burkina Fasos living in other African countries are returning back home because life is becoming easier back at home. So why waste your time, your energy in another man's land? So that is what is happening. So beloved brothers and sisters, that is what I say. Let me come here and share with you guys. And please, if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, you know how we do it here. Please subscribe, comment, like, share, and also don't forget to turn on the post notification bell to get notified so that whenever we upload a new video, you'll be the first to be notified easily. And if you're a returning subscriber, oh my goodness, I want to say a very big thank you. Thank you for always tuning in, and thank you for always watching our video. God bless you as you do that all the time. So dear brothers and sisters, that is what I want to share with you. Please help me share this video so that it gets to a lot of individuals, and let everybody be wise this 2027, and let's make sure that our vote counts for the better, not for the worse at the end of the day. So please help me share this video on WhatsApp, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, on Facebook, to make sure that every individual gets hold of it and hear what they are saying. And it's high time we make a change in our society and in our beloved nation.